Oh, hey you. It's Kat and Steve with the Positively Midwest podcast.
Well, hello there. Now, before this next episode, let's talk about sharing our mission.
To help, we have hooked up with Anchor.fm to help us keep launching Positively Midwest to as many ears as possible. The more we expand our reach, the more lives we can help inspire.
If you haven't heard of Anchor, it is the easiest way to make a podcast. Bonus, it's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
Well, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google, and many more.
You can make money with no minimum listenership, which helps our cause.
It's everything you need to make a podcast in just one place.
So go now, download free Anchor app or go to anchorapp.fm to get started.
Now, sit back and enjoy the next episode of the Positively Midwest podcast. Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Positively Midwest podcast. My name is Steve Jurens, and actually, I'll be riding solo again today. So, the wonderful Mrs. Kathryn Jurens, Teen Jurens, is currently doing 4-H Achievement Days, which has been in full swing in this last week. We talked about it in a couple episodes ago, about some of those benefits of the old 4-H. So, she is continuing to kick butt and be a leader, and the girls have like 14 some projects each, and there's something like every single day. So, that keeps her extremely busy this time, and she needs to come home and chill a little bit. So, which made me start thinking too of a pretty good idea for the show, since it's going to be a solo Steve Jurens episode. I thought, why not talk about one of my favorite things to do, actually, but is to have a date night. So, some are more creative than others, and we just recently had a good impromptu style one this last weekend, Saturday. So, anyways, I'll do another quick update as well. So, I am on now about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks of having the Effexor XR antidepressant and anxiety medication, if you will. So a lot of the constant sweating has significantly reduced. I feel on sometimes around that 9 to 10 o'clock hour. That's probably when I start to I'll feel just warm and I'll sweat a little bit. But we do also keep our house somewhere in the 75 degree range. So I think my body has become more accustomed to what the ladies around the house want to have for temperature than just being an overweight Midwest guy. So anyways, I was, already having some of those, a lot of perspiration. So, but the last few days, even at the gym, the last few times, I just noticed it seems to get a little better and a little better. So I think that kind of side effect will continue to evolve, hopefully. Still have a little bit of maybe what you'd want to call a jittery feeling here and there. Still some of the restless leg syndrome, which I've always dealt with anyways. But, kind of fidgeting my fingers a little bit. Let's see here. A lot of ahs and ums in this episode so far. Sorry about that. But I would say it's just, I do have more energy, which was actually one of the things that, we had discussed with the doctor, or I had, that, just feeling a lack of motivation sometimes and a lack of energy, especially even with going to the gym, and whether or not, I was taking energy drinks, and I was really pounding those quite a bit. So that was an evident sign of some sort of depression or anxiety. So one of the symptoms that I was currently dealing with. So, anyways, definitely a lot more energy. So then I think the only other thing that I'm really dealing with is, right now anyways, is that sometimes the eyes get dilated. So other than that, things are doing well. So I don't know if there's just improvement because of how I've been feeling or because of the prescription itself, but have significantly noticed a difference in my day-to-day operation. Even the last couple of days, my focus has been better. So generally, it's all across the board. They say that the antidepressants could be good, start to see some effect within 2 to 4 to 6 weeks. So I have no idea. But what I can tell you is that I do feel good. I feel a little more focused. I feel definitely an energy change. And some of those other symptoms have certainly subsided. So that's where we're at so far in the journey. Currently on day 12, I think. So anyways, I also take it at night, so I don't know. I can still fall asleep, not have any problems with that, but I do wake up with a little bit of that kind of, whoa, holy crap, I'm super awake, and then I got like a jittery eye thing going on. So everybody obviously reacts differently, but that's what I'm going through. So okay, so I've looked up some information too to give out some good ideas, but the girls were going to go to a rodeo on Friday, so the girls and Kathryn all went to a rodeo, and I did not go, and Saturday she did not want to go, so they went with their uncle and went to the rodeo. So she said, we could go for a date night or something, so I knew it was going to be some time before she was going to get back home. So I started to look on my phone at surrounding areas, and we like to cruise a little bit and stuff too, so I thought, let's find something that's, in that 30 to 40 mile radius. So we drove over to Buffalo Ridge Resort over by Gary, in Gary, South Dakota, and we ate there, and Kathryn actually tried some beef cheeks, which pretty much is what you think it is, and it was in like a kind of a roast beefy mound type situation, and it just fell apart, and it was in a really good like gravy, pot roast gravy type stew almost. So very delicious though. I tried some of that, and I got a ribeye, and that was really good too. So anyways, we hung out there for a while, ran into some clients of mine that I know, and that was cool. Talked to them for a bit. They were celebrating their birthday, and just real nice people to see. And then we went for a little cruise, and there was a little lake, and I said, hey, have you driven around this lake? I just did like a month ago, and I was really surprised at how cool it was. So we took a little, she's like, not since high school. And we took a cruise around there, and we stopped, and she took a picture, and she got a funny picture with me, and we laughed, and cruised more around the lake, and she thought that was real cool. And so, geez. And the date part too is I didn't tell her where we were going, so she just jumped in the car, and we just took off towards the east, and then eventually, obviously, she kind of figured out where we were going. But so I surprised her with that. We did the little impromptu lake drive. We came home. She had a fire. I thought, well, it might be kind of cold, and I could kind of tell that she like wanted to, and doesn't get a lot of opportunity for it. So as soon as, I didn't really say much else, but as soon as we got home, I immediately started a fire and got that all going outside in the fire pit, and then she came out there, and she was obviously happy. We had chairs, and we were ready to rock. So, sometimes it's the little things, and it doesn't always have to be some big elaborate date, or it has to cost you a lot of money, anything like that. So I thought, let's help each other all out a little bit. And I know we've talked about date nights before on another episode with Kathryn and I, but I just felt compelled. I wanted to share that story, as well as let's give some tips and information out there, if you will. So I found on prevention.com 35 creative date night ideas to impress your partner and build romance. The article is from June of 2020. And it says, ditch the classic dinner and a movie for a date you'll never forget. So, anyways, we'll just kind of run through them. But I also pulled up the 5 active ingredients of date night. Now, this was posted January 17th, 2016. So some of the stats might be I would say a little more important, or maybe they're going to be a little higher. Hopefully, I don't know. But this was through psychologytoday.com. And so, I mean, this really talks about some of the importance of date night. One magazine survey, for instance, found that a mere 12% of women in relationships have regular date nights with their significant other. And then the National Marriage Project in 2012 summarizes the 5 active ingredients of date night. But as I was searching for some of this information, like this was still on the top of the page for even it being a bit outdated, really. So, but these 5 ingredients, for instance, are number 1, communication. Date nights remove distractions so couples can discuss the things that are important to them, foster intimacy, and build a sense of communication. While it's sometimes necessary to discuss things like what to do for a daughter's birthday party or who will repaint the bathroom, discussing more emotional topics on dates is also important. So then they discuss the Gottman Love Maps app is one tool to deepen communication beyond we need to fix the water heater and should we get rid of cable. Number 2, novelty. Date nights are a way to participate in fun, active, exciting, or unusual experiences that nurture interests and minimize the natural trend toward taking each other for granted. Definitely something that I've ran to in my life before and done for Kathryn. Of course, I can't speak on her behalf, but that's something I've done. You just, she's going to be home and that she should be, wanting you and be all excited you're home and all these things. But, you got to do some stuff too. So, go new places such as batting cages, high school football games, country line dancing, hiking, or even to plays. Choose activities that are satisfying, stress-free, and increase closeness, as research suggests. These predict greater relationship quality. Don't drag each other along on the things you like to do. Find things you like to do together, because research indicates that relationship quality is best sustained when partners both want to share the activity. Ask new questions. There has been ample research on how discussing these specific 36 questions can lead to greater intimacy. So there's a link there that you can go to. Choose activities that are satisfying. Oh, I already read that one. Get out of here. Don't drag each other along to, what in the French toast? I already said that one too. So, number 3, eros or romantic love. Date nights can be one means of engaging in romantic activities together, rekindling, spark, and fostering intimate and sexual connection. So being playful, having fun, and joking around on a date can strengthen your attraction. Stan Tatkin, author of Wired for Love, agrees that the installation of happy memories is important. By actively creating playful, happy, and bonding moments with each other, you can mutually amplify positive states and create a pleasurable surge in dopamine, a feel-good chemical in the brain. Number 4, commitment. Date nights show you put each other first and remain dedicated to a sense of togetherness. Research suggests that true commitment means doing what it takes to make the relationship thrive, even when it's not going well for you or you are not getting your way in certain areas. One way to build a sense of commitment is by exchanging phrases such as, "I couldn't imagine a world without you in it." You also show commitment by planning, not canceling, being on time, and being fully present during the date night. Number 5, I said that wrong, sorry. A chance to de-stress. Stress corrodes relationships. Taking time apart from life together can relieve symptoms of burnout and re-energize couples. Thomas Bradbury, a researcher who has studied the effects of stress on couples, suggests that couples build a virtual firewall around the good things they have in their relationship, like date nights, and refuse to let them be affected by stress. He also says couples should become aware of the ways their partners experience and exhibit stress so they better understand when they are affected by it. Date night is a perfect time to step back and evaluate how you and your partner are being affected by stress. Engaging in lighthearted activities together may also provide a stress release, which can free you up to offer more support to each other. Wow, That was great. So, there is some good background on perhaps why dating psychologically is important to your brain. So let's check out some of these 35 creative date night ideas to impress your partner and build romance from prevention.com. Nicole Natalo, June 14th, 2020. So, set up a romantic picnic. Take your date someplace special for a picnic. This could be the park or on top of a building, anywhere with an amazing view. Christopher Ryan Jones, psychologist and sex therapist, member of the American Psychology Association, and host of the podcast Sex Therapy. Impress them even more by showing them the thought you put into the picnic details. If you can't find a babysitter, you can set up a romantic picnic in the backyard. Number 2, have a stay-in date night. If you're stuck at home with the kids, try getting creative after they go to bed. Schedule for a late-night dinner where you order in from your favorite restaurant. Afterward, watch a movie or play a game together. Number 3, and go on a virtual date. Because travel may not be in your summer plans due to the coronavirus pandemic, bring the beach to you with a Zoom date. Create Zoom virtual backgrounds and go on a virtual date, says Marina Edelman, MALMFT. I'm sure all those abbreviations mean something I don't know right now. Through the magic of technology, you can have wine in Santorini or s'mores at the beach. This date night idea works well for long-stance couples. Gonna sound like the guy maybe from The Price is Right or something. Excuse me, I took a drink. That's obviously a bit of my radio voice, so I don't know if I pull that out very often. But I think that I do probably. Number 4, go for a walk. A date can be as simple as going on a walk, but leave your phones behind, suggests Mo Gelbart, PhD, psychologist and director of practice development at Community Psychiatry. Physical closeness and intimacy like handholding and snuggling close on the couch go a long way. I would say that Kathryn and I do have an effective PDA plan. I don't know if it's a plan, but we certainly hold hands a lot, and I touch her a lot, and not just on her booty, on her leg, and I'm always in her back and her arms and all those kinds of things. So I think we do some cuddling, but just going for a walk, yes, that can be fun. I like it when her and I go for walks like right away in the morning. And we can just walk around town, and it's kind of interesting what you see too. You know, you can mix in a little bit of the kind of a mindfulness. So when you're walking around, listen to the different sounds. If neither one of you happens to be talking at the moment, because be active listening to your partner. But however, if you are walking and you know, you hear birds chirping or you hear just different sounds, you know, let your mind kind of wander onto those a little bit too. So this is something I think could be interesting. I've thought about this too. But number 5, take a workout class together. With so many fun fitness classes out there, including cycling, yoga, boxing, and more, exercising together is a fun way to get your sweat on while bonding with your partner. Plus, then you'll have more time to cuddle on the couch with your workout out of the way. Number 6, one that we've done, try a dance class. If you want to burn calories and learn some new dance moves, Jones recommends signing yourself and your partner up for a dance lesson. Always try to find different and unique dating experiences, not just the same dinner and movie, he says. Number 7, have a game night. Board games are fun and all, but take your date one step further by playing a bunch. Some friendly competition with various games will leave you both laughing and having a blast. Winner has to buy dinner or ice cream. Jeez. Number 8, kick off a monthly book club. This would be something I think you definitely have to dedicate some time to, because you both would have to read it, and then you intermix other people into your book club. But block off some time early in the morning or late at night to discuss a book you've both chosen to read together. Oh, it's just for you two. A monthly book club guarantees time to yourselves at least once a month. As a bonus, choose books with themes that reflect what you want to work on in your relationship. That's interesting. 9, make a museum bucket list. If you're both lovers of the arts, make a museum bucket list and dedicate extra free time this summer to check them out. With endless artifacts and paintings to explore, the conversation will keep flowing. Plus, you can show off your knowledge and creativity. 10, grab coffee. There's something about coffee, a coffee shop, that is so relaxing and romantic. Spend quality time with your significant other while sipping on your favorite latte. Leave your phones and any reading materials behind and just connect with each other. I'm really enjoying the leaving your phones behind. Her and I definitely both have a habit of having, our phones up in our grill. I could see where that we would have to have our phones at least in our pocket because the children try, if they need to contact us for any reason. And, so maybe you just have it and only if it rings, you shush it. Otherwise, don't shush it. Number 11, have a roaming dinner party. Dinner at home just got an upgrade. Set up a roaming dinner party with various rooms representing different restaurants, Edelman says, suggesting that the living room could represent Italy with pasta and red wine, while the bedroom could be dessert with champagne and chocolates in France. If you're feeling particularly creative, you can even decorate each room or play music that fits the theme. I don't know how that French accent was, but... Number 12, make sushi. This would definitely be something I think Kathryn would enjoy. Instead of ordering from your favorite sushi restaurant, consider making the Asian cuisine from scratch. All you need is a bamboo sushi rolling mat, nori, rice, and your vegetables and fish of choice. While you'll both have so much fun making dinner together, you'll get to finish the date off by enjoying a delicious meal. Number 13, go wine tasting. We have done that, and that turned out to be a very exceptional date. We went to a place called Straw Bale Winery over in Renner, South Dakota, just by Sioux Falls for y'all that just know the big cities in South Dakota, that is. But anyways, that was a great afternoon. They have a blueberry wine there that I am a fruity guy. At this point in my life, I'm definitely not a wine connoisseur. And so I know I've had like a $50 bottle of J. Lore I've had a sip glass of, and that was delicious. But other than that, I don't know stuff about wine. So this blueberry wine was fantastic, and it was fruity, and it tastes like blueberry. Yummy. So anyways, that was fun. Number 14, go to a paint and sip class. Well, interestingly enough, Kathryn owns a co-owner of Soulful Creations, which is a paint and sip class, if you will. So yeah, that's Soulful Creations. You can definitely check that out on the Facebooks. Anyways, while drinking at home is great, add another element of fun by having wine while you try to paint a portrait. Paint and sip classes such as Paint and Pour in New York exist all over the country, teaching couples how to paint while they enjoy some vino. You could also drink wine with your partner and paint each other's portraits at home, which would also be hilarious. Number 15, have a chocolate tasting night at home. Chocolate tasting is not reserved for fancy restaurants and expensive classes. Buy a selection of chocolate and set up a mini chocolate journey right in your home. For added fun, take turns guessing what types of chocolate and brand for each square. That could be interesting. Number 16, do a bar crawl. Definitely something Kathryn and I have done together. Now that bars and restaurants are beginning to open back up following the pandemic, consider supporting some of your local pubs by creating your own bar crawl. Stop by each bar and ask for their most popular drink. At the end, share favorites. 17, go on a food truck tour. Food trucks are hidden gems anywhere in New York City, Austin, or San Francisco can tell you that. The good news is that you can find food trucks in tons of other cities too. Hit up a few in your local area and try small portions of famous dish from each truck. We don't really have that around this area too much, if at all, really, I don't think, if they'd consider it. So, number 18, go to a farmer's market. From fresh produce to homemade bread to sweet maple syrup, farmers markets make for a tasty date. Shopping at your local farmer's market is a great way to support small businesses at this time. Plus, now it's warm in the U.S., you'll want to spend your afternoons outside in the sunshine. We do have a farmer's market, and I don't think that's necessarily something we've done together, so duly noted. Good job. That's cool. Might check it out. Number 19, go hiking. Something we do like to do, but generally this is more of a family activity, but we have gone to Colorado, and we did some hiking and stuff there, so that is good. Whether you hike your local park or travel to the nearest national park, hiking is a perfect way to reconnect with your significant other without any distractions. After spending a full day in nature with just the two of you, you're guaranteed to feel recharged. Number 20, go camping. I don't think that we have gone camping alone, really. So other than like we had a cabin when we were in Colorado, and I believe that would be it. So, and we went to a concert, so that was just one night, I think, 1 or 2 nights. But I would definitely suggest that camping alone would be a really good date. With little to no service, camping at campground or national park ensures that you and your partner will have uninterrupted quality time together, make memories by enjoying the great outdoors, exploring new locations, and bonding like never before. 21. Make s'mores. What's camping without s'mores? Bring materials to make a fire at your campsite and pack graham crackers, chocolate, and marshmallows for the perfect fireside snack. You can also enjoy s'mores right in your backyard or in the microwave, for that matter. Number 22. This is something we did on Saturday while we were driving, but we stopped and she took a picture, and that's when she took a funny picture with us too. If you know where, you can ask her. Maybe she'll show it to you, but it's silly. Number 22, watch the sunset. Whether you live in a city or the suburbs, sunsets offer a brief moment of wonder and awe. Check out what time the sun is setting and find the best destination in town to snuggle up to your partner and enjoy the magic of a sunset. Yeah, do it. 23, and enjoy that awe. You know, there's a sense of awe when you see something like that, you know, and you just let it let it soak in for a little bit. You know, don't think about all that crap you have going on, and that's what the point of all this stuff is too. That's why I read that first article first, y'all. 23, go stargazing. Amid the hustle and bustle of life, so rarely do we slow down and appreciate the simple moments, like stargazing. If you live in a city, take a ride out to the suburbs, away from the bright lights, set up a blanket, and just gaze up at the stars. Thankfully, Positively Midwest in the Midwest, most of you probably can just go right outside and look up into the sky. I know we can, and that's probably not something that we've necessarily done before, so check on that one. Let's do it. Check it out. 24, travel to the closest beach or lake. Summertime is around the corner, so surprise your partner with a fun date at the beach. Ask them to block their calendar and wake up super early to pack the car, then travel to the closest beach or lake and soak up the sun. Well, we've been boating a little bit this summer, so her and I have gone out alone at night a couple of times, and that was calming and relaxing, and yeah, I liked it. So volunteer together, bond with your partner, and give back to the community at the same time by making your next date night a volunteer experience. The options are endless. You can volunteer at a soup kitchen, clean up a local beach, or spend time with the elderly at a nursing home. That's a very creative and unique idea, definitely. I kind of like that too. 26, head to a drive-in movie theater. There is one around here within an hour or so, and I have wanted to do that. So that actually would be a good idea sooner than later, actually. Skip a trip to the traditional movie theater and go to a drive-in instead. You'll instantly feel transported back to the 1950s. If you haven't heard, Yankee Stadium in New York will turn into a giant drive-in movie theater this summer. That was 2020, so I didn't know that. 27, have a at-home spa day. While some spas remained closed due to the pandemic, you can bring the spa to your home instead. Jones recommends making the experience extra special by setting out bathrobes and slippers for you and your partner. He also suggests having some refreshments and fruits on hand. Take turns giving each other massages, and there is no telling where the things will lead. It's not only a great date idea, but a great idea for building intimacy in your relationship, he says. 28, take a bath together. Surprise your partner with a night of romance they won't forget. Set up a steamy, intimate bath filled with candles, bubbles, champagne, and anything else to set the mood. Trust us, you'll want to add this date night idea to your list. A bath sounds like a great way to end your at-home spa day. 29, choose a date night you would have done in high school. And since we're high school sweethearts, that could be very interesting. Excuse me, took a little drink. Devise a date night including activities that you did on dates while in high school, grades 9 through 12 only. Nothing adult, thus probably no alcohol, suggests Elliot B. Jaffa, MAED, Associate's Behavioral and Management Psychologist. He recommends putt-putt golfing or going to a late-night diner. Number 30, go to an amusement park. Unleash your inner child at an amusement park. From playing games to riding roller coasters to eating ice cream, there are plenty of activities to keep you and your significant other entertained and having so much fun. 31, go to an escape room. Definitely something that we have done and we would totally do. Escape rooms allow partners to work together to solve a problem, aka escape out of a room using clues. Instead of doing to one of your go-to spots, why not test your communication skills with something like this? Jefferson asks. Although they can be challenging, escape rooms are a ton of fun. Yeah, here's a cool one, 32. Go bowling. Bowling is anything but lame these days. In addition to bowling lanes, some bowling alleys offer alcohol, food, and arcade games to add another element of fun to the traditional sport. Plus, a little friendly competition will keep the flirting consistent. Ooh, here's one we definitely do, and she's my little buddy for that spot. 33, surprise your partner with concert tickets. Nothing beats summertime concerts. Instead of simply buying tickets for your partner for date night, Jones suggests surprising them with concert tickets on the day of the event. They'll be so shocked and excited. We've done this. Go to a comedy show. Similar to concerts, comedy shows make for a night of fun, laughter, and special memories. Usually the shows serve alcohol and food alongside hilarious performances from comedians. Trust me, your partner will not be bored with this date night idea. 35, fill a mason jar with ideas and choose a date. If you run out of creative date night ideas, choose one from a mason jar that you and your partner create. Take a mason jar and write down 50 different ideas on small pieces of paper. Each week, pull out a different piece of paper to keep things fresh, Jefferson suggests. A jar of ideas takes all the hassle out of planning a date while maintaining an element of freshness and fun. So, there you go. I think that is some really good information, and it was real fresh in my head because I did do that with my lady and had a lot of fun. So I do like to do surprising things with her, and then I like to do fun things. The one thing that I would suggest that you need to try to stay cognizant of is not doing stuff that is just going to make you happy. And let them be in control and not to let her feel like when she's choosing something it's dumb or it's not what you want to do. I've certainly been down that road as well. So, yeah, there you go, folks. All right, well, that was a little solo episode with your man, Steve. I appreciate you. We'll keep it short, and we're just going to keep rocking these puppies out as we go, and we appreciate you all coming along for the ride. So thank you as always, and share some those date night ideas with us. Send us an email at positivelymidwest@gmail.com. You can go to our Facebook or Instagram, DM us, send us a personal message, however you want to say it, and go to our website. You can talk to us on there, but it would be interesting to continue to do follow-ups and share some of those other ideas that are unique and creative as well, because we're all in this together, aren't we, folks? So thank you all from the bottom of our hearts for listening to the Positively Midwest podcast. Our hope is to inspire and engage each other's thoughts and leave you some great advice. Be sure to join our Facebook group and follow us on Instagram at Positively Midwest Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, share, and screenshot our podcast with all your cool friends. Every little bit helps. We are on most all major platforms, and you can stream it on our website at positivelymidwest.com. Also, check out our merch in the online store. All proceeds go to help those in need find therapy or rehab. Please reach out to us at positivelymidwest@gmail.com if you would like to look into therapy or rehab or want to share some of your stories. Thank you, and as always, please always stay positive.